Well, I feel lied to. We've missed the first board. That's okay. All right, who's commentating what? We've got... Oh, no one is commentating here.
I'll figure it out now.
No one is commentating here? Should I pop in? Should I do that? Promote stream? Cease Lorenzini versus Rang and Eckenberg? I mean, I can pop in. I'm allowed to do that. But yeah, we back. And it's the last segment. And I'm surprised that no one is in here. So maybe I'll pop in and I'll do that. Because why not? Alright. So it is the last segment. I'll be looking out for messages on Discord and stuff. But yeah, I think all is set here. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. We're all good. Okay. Guess I'll get in here and start yammering. Oh, it doesn't use my microphone, my camera. Oh well. Maybe I won't do it. Well, board 17. Board 17. Let's see. What's going on here? 3 spades. We had a 1-note trump start from east. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 spades, 3 spades. And what's already happened? Declare has taken 1 trick after a diamond lead. Hi, PJ. My current question is, should I be going into the commentary booth on BBO because nobody is in there right now? I mean, I'm already giving commentary here. It's just that there's a lot more scrutiny going on there. And also, my camera's on the live stream, so it can't be on there. Which I guess doesn't really matter. But, let's see. Declare here is just going to lose 2 more spade tricks and a club trick, and yeah, it's going down 1. Probably 2 more club tricks at this point with the overtake, and Rang going to draw more trump here. They do need to untangle the club suit, though. This is not... Yeah. Oh, wait, it doesn't matter. The 8 is the same. But yeah, welcome back, PJ. And this is gonna go down... Oh, wait, I was looking at the wrong side. This is going down 1, as it turns out. Club. Wait. No, it's not. It's gonna make. West forgot to cash their last spade before they tried to cash out the club suit, so this is going to make. Oh boy. Maybe Ray was expecting a diamond return? I'm not sure. Maybe the operator missed cashing the club because I can't... Yeah, okay. Ended up being down 2. I think the view graph operator kind of got ahead of themselves maybe. And they missed a spade play. All right, I'm gonna build up the balls. I'm gonna go into the commentary booth on BBO. All right. He's starting with a 1 heart bid. View graph operator is catching up here. And it looks like North here has a pretty clear 1 spade bid, but also there's a bit of a dilemma here, because North here doesn't mind playing in hearts either. Not the dilemma to pass, but I guess you would want East to fly up some more and play in hearts. You have some beautiful defense here. But also Lorenzini here has a lot of support for partner in terms of the spade suit. The Doubleton heart could look potentially like a good thing here. Ends up not being such a good thing in terms of roughing opportunity, but it is great in terms of setting up a suit. Little do you know that you've got a better heart fit than the other side does. So Lorenzini bids 2 spades here, showing, just a simple good raise. And North is got some stuff to ponder. How much higher does North want to go on their own opposite a simple raise? Not much. Opting to stay out of it because North's heart suit is not positioned particularly well, as East very likely is going to be the one with the heart honors if they are the ones, very likely to be the one with the heart honors. So setting up hearts could be a problem. Little does North know. Little does North know that their partner actually holds the Queen of Hearts. And 4 spades looks like a outstanding spot, except for the fact that there's a possible heart rough going on in 4 spades. But the defense has to find it first, which is not easy. I'm not sure that Eckenberg is going to voluntarily lead the ace of hearts out of hand. They're probably going to cash the ace of diamonds. Maybe they switch to clubs at that point, and then it goes heart to the ace and then a heart rough. But we do see the heart ace lead from Eckenberg here. So the ace of hearts heart rough is coming imminently. And this should only be making 3. On top of a diamond lead, do you want attitude or count from partner? With the diamond lead, you probably would want attitude, I would think. You want to know whether or not partner has the queen. But there's also the possibility that you could be giving partner a rough. So both could be something that you want. And here, Eckenberg probably is opting for the want of count. And that's what this King of Diamonds lead is asking partner. Getting a response of an even number, which probably will be prompting Eckenberg to probably continue diamonds, which unfortunately will lead to this giving away a trick, as the clubs can now be pitched after the trump are drawn. But do they have enough roughs in order to make that work? The answer is no. So always actually just going to be making 3 here. Because thank you for welcoming back, Perquar. So, yep, we're drawing all the trump. You can use hearts to pitch clubs, but eventually you're not going to get enough club roughs here. So you're just going to knock out that ace of clubs. And, oh, because the spade rough never happened, then yeah, no, this is just going to be making +1, +2. because there was no ruff in hearts. The trump got drawn too quickly. I was thinking about the line for making 5, not the line for making 4. But we get a push here. Wolfson's going to need a flashy set in order to pull back. They've started out somewhat strong here with 5 going their way. On board 17, the second board of the set. But they're going to need a lot more than that to catch up, unfortunately for them. As a member in my Twitch chat is saying, PJF, the wolf's not at the door. One diamond opening from North. And 1 spade response. North has a very, very strong hand here. Probably going to be opting to bid either 3 clubs or 2 no trump. 3 clubs is showing a better description of their shape. And Lorenzini probably going to bid, could opt to bid 3 diamonds as they're practically in a game force, showing a diamond fit. Could also just bid 3 no trump, but also would like to have a way to show the 5th spade in the case that partner shape is somewhere around a 3-1-5-4 shape. Not the case here, but Lorenzini probably, they have multiple methods here to further describe Lorenzini's shape to see if they've got a fit or not. All probably attempting to be lower than 3 no trump, so that they can always get out in 3 no trump if they wish. Lorenzini opting to bid 3 diamonds, showing diamond support, and if Bassis happened to have 3 spades, they probably would be bidding 3 spades now to show secondary support. And very likely going to just end up playing in a 3 no trump contract. Because Lorenzini's hand, it is an 8 count, but it's a very scattered, unorganized 8 count that doesn't make one feel particularly comfortable. So we get a 3 no trump from North, as they do not hold 3 spades. They have no secondary support. And PJ, in my chat on Twitch, if you wanted to see my face and all of that, that's on BridginWithKai at Twitch and on YouTube. The question is being posed is, the Italians holding these cards next door are looking for swings. Is 6 diamonds making? It's a good question. 6 diamonds. You have... Yeah, no, I don't really see a shot at it. Jim Monday in BBO chat is saying 5 diamonds is safer, but 3 no trump will survive if South sits for it. As the cards lie, you have a worry about the heart suit in 3 no trump, whereas in diamonds, you just lose a club and a heart, and you're just comfortable with it. And 6 diamonds certainly is a stretch, and it's not going to work out for you this time. Even though the club finesse is on side, it is not enough because they hold the 10 and the 9. Pesky spot cards. So I wouldn't be surprised if Lorenzini decides to stay low in 3 no trump. However, very likely they have a 9-card fit, and Lorenzini has reason to believe that the heart suit is a very scary thing for their side, and might opt to go to 5 diamonds, which is their safer 9-card fit. or very likely 9-card fit. It's just very common that if you do these jump shifts, that you are going to have 5 diamonds in these positions. So Lorenzini making this judgment as we are waiting intently to try and understand what options he has. Guess we could get some votes in chat. Do we think he's going to bid 5 diamonds, or do we think he's going to pass the 3-no trump? PJ opts for pass. Yes. You think the stiff king of hearts is working, right? If you're playing in 3-no trump and East more than likely is going to be leading a low heart, your stiff king of hearts is going to be holding any time that East holds the ace. Which it is going to work. You are going to get the trick here. Either way, you do have a stopper in the end, because the queen of hearts is also on side 2. So if you manage to lead the ace of hearts, dropping the king, still the queen of hearts is going to be not enough in order to set this contract off the top. But clearly it's a very, very difficult decision, and I would certainly be squirming in this position as well. But most of the time, when I'm in this position and my partner's bid 3-no trump, I just trust partner. I just pass. I'm like, 3-no. Great. Most of the time, it's less of an option for me. It's more like, no, we're in 3-no. We stay in 3-no. I do have a little saying, when in doubt, bid 3-no trump. And I guess in this case, when in doubt, pass 3-no trump. Glad to hear that you are still here. Jacob? Where we at? Wolfson is trailing by about 50 imps. It's a tough spot to be, but everyone's been there at some point. The question is, are they going to be able to make it back to make 50 imps back in these last 12 boards? This is imminently going to be the slow table. The more that Lorenzini is thinking here, the more I'm believing that Lorenzini is going to bid 5 diamonds. Clearly, he's scared about 3-note trump, and if he's thinking this long, of course, the opponents are going to believe that he is scared of 3-note trump as well. So maybe in the end, 5 diamonds is the best bid. But also, then again, yeah, I guess they'll have to figure out what you are necessarily scared about. It's not clear. But very likely it is holding heart shortness. I have heard that Lorenzini is quite thoughtful. Opts for 4 diamonds. Now the question is this showing a stronger hand or a weaker hand for them? Lots of people play 3 clubs as a game force. Wow, PJ in my Twitch chat believes that it's showing extras, so showing interest in Slam. And we get a 4 spades bid from North. Not completely sure what that is. Probably just a control. And as Lorenzini was looking particularly for a heart control, not getting a 4 hearts response was enough to get Lorenzini to stay in 5 diamonds. Yeah, that's my assumption too, PJ. So, North ends up in 5 diamonds. Should be a fairly simple line. You're going to try to trump a bunch of hearts, finesse the club. In the end, you are going to lose a club, and you are going to lose a heart. What is the main thing that the defense can do here? I mean, I guess just keep leading hearts. I don't know. Just keep leading hearts is the thought that is on my mind. Yep. Maybe diamonds, but don't think it matters. Yeah, diamonds too. The concern from East perspective, though, is that it's certainly possible that partner holds Queen Doubleton, and you want Declare to have to make a guess in the diamond suit. And by playing a diamond, you don't give Declare a guess anymore. But I believe it's pretty clear holding 2 diamonds, you are never going to be able to prevent 2 heart roughs, which is all that Declare needs here. So trying to cut off the cross rough here is going to provide Frugal, and Eckenberg recognizes that. And just exits a heart. The Ace of Hearts lead from Eckenberg probably results in the fact that North showed a lack of a diamond control, probably expecting West to be holding the King of Hearts in the end. However, Lorenzini held King Singleton, but also anytime playing the ace there feels very safe because the only other time is when there's a King Singleton, and if you just play the ace, it gets dropped. So opting to pitch a club here, and this is a pretty safe play, as you can use the Jack of Hearts to pitch the club, and it also solves your problem of heart ruffs, but now you have a new problem, which is club ruffs. So Declare might be causing themselves more problems than they had before. But then again, they didn't know that the club finesse was working, but they didn't necessarily need the club finesse to be working. I sympathize with the pitch, but yeah, I'm not sure what Declare was particularly. I mean, I guess Declare was scared about having a fourth club loser. Because that is always a problem. And if he goes for the heart roughing line, no, it doesn't just give up a good trick. Actually, in the end, I think I'm seeing what Declare is seeing here is that he's got a fourth club loser, and he has to rough 2 hearts. This removes the initial club loser from his hand, and now he's only going to have to do roughs and clubs, but he's still got problems. He had problems before. He's still got problems now, but at this point, he might just have to play. Oh, there's multiple things he could play for. He could play for the 10 of diamonds to be on side. He can also play a diamond. Yeah, this is basically either, this works anytime that the 10 of diamonds is on side, West doesn't hold, yeah, the 10 of diamonds is on side, or the King of Clubs falls third, setting up the Jack. So it's a push in the end. Different contracts that lead to the same score. Push. Now, on to board 20. We've got 11 boards remaining. At this point, Wolfson is going to need about 5 imps aboard in order to catch up with Team Fleischer. It's a very difficult ask, but it is certainly still possible. The other table ended up in 3-no trump in the East. East has a strong balanced hand, 14 count. Not necessarily sure what their no trump range is, but this is within many no trump ranges. Even if it's 15 to 17, one might consider opening 1 no trump with this hand. Ah, the names have changed. See a 1 no trump. And Lorenzini considering coming in here, possibly with a 2 diamonds bid showing 1 long major. The concern that Lorenzini might have about this is he doesn't necessarily have a good quality heart suit. Actually, it's one of the worst heart suits you could possibly have. In terms of, like, it's long, but it's horrible. You're missing the 5. Otherwise, you just have a bunch of really bad cards. I would opt to pass, and Lorenzini too has opted to pass. See a 2 clubs bid from West asking, do you have a 4-card major? Simple statement, I'd presume. And Berkowitz is simply going to respond with, I do. I've got 4 hearts. And Genosar, very likely just going to bid 3-no trump, as he's got a long, possibly running diamond suit, despite only having 9 points. We've got to be in these vulnerable games, especially when we're down 50 imps. So Berkowitz gets to this 3-no trump, and what's going to be the difficulty that the defense can cause Declare today? Thankfully for Declare, many of the problematic cards lie on the right spot. The King of Hearts is onside Doubleton. The King of Spades is onside Doubleton. And you can set up this diamond suit, and with the spade being Doubleton, you have plenty of entries with the spade being doubleton and the king on side, you have plenty of entries to set up this diamond suit. I guess a lead that would cause a major problem for Declarer is probably a spade lead. And if Lorenzini finds a low spade lead, then ooh la la. But alas, we get a diamond lead. The reason why a low spade lead could prove problematic is you're just cutting off entries to West's diamond suit. And yeah, that's their source of tricks. I presume, like, if it was a low spade lead, and it would probably go around to the queen in the end, but you only have one entry then, which would be enough because you can set up diamonds. So maybe the spade lead is not as problematic as I believe it is. But diamond lead certainly helps Declare the most here, as it maintains the entry that Declare has in spades to the diamond suit. You think I'm right? I mean, if Declare gets scared and goes up with the ace, then it's fine, but also yeah, there's nothing in the end. A Declarer is not just going to go up with the ace, because the goal here is to maintain this stopper, maintain this entry, and they're not going to go up with the ace to jeopardize that because they think the king is offside. That is not a problem. So we get a diamond lead, and Declarer here has 3 tricks presently, going to get a 4th in diamonds right now. And Declarer is going to try to set up 3 additional diamonds to the diamond that they already have. Unless for some reason they opt to go for clubs. Only reason you would do that is because you're concerned about entries. You have a lot more entries to the club suit than you do to the diamond suit in the other side. But even when the diamonds come in, you get 4 diamonds, you get a club, you get a spade, you get a heart. You're only at 7 tricks, and you're going to need to take those finesses to get the extras. And not necessarily go into clubs. What happens if you go into clubs? The defense would have a diamonds trick already. You would have 2 club losers, and I guess you would just take finesses. And yeah, I think that the defense here has more problems than Declare does, as everything kind of feels like a pit for the defense to fall into. I guess the one thing that could be a problem is if you decide to duck a club early. Then you have 3 club losers instead of just 2. So Declare is still making their plan. It is a very complicated hand, especially in terms of entries, so it is definitely correct. One thing I can definitely confidently say, it is correct for Berkowitz to be thinking. It is correct for everyone to be thinking. Because Berkowitz is probably trying to find a way to make this contract if both of the kings happen to be offside. Now that would be a particularly amazing feat. thinking about it now, maybe the heart lead is the most effective. That looks like the closest thing to setting up for the defense. Sure, you give away a heart finesse, but your suit does set up after you lose 2 hearts, as it turns out. As the 8 is falling. Or does it? Hold on. Hold on. No, the 9 would still be holding over the jack. Oh, that's so frustrating for the defense. Wondering if the jack of clubs might actually be best, from Jacob in my YouTube chat. It might be. It just doesn't put on enough pressure is the problem. I mean, I guess it does threaten to be able to take 2 cashers off the top. And if they're ever able to take... Okay, well, we just waited so long that we got a claim. 1 imp to Wolfson, so I presume that Berkowitz played it expertly. That is not enough on this particular board to be catching up. The run rate is probably just a little bit under 5 imps aboard in order to catch up to Fleischer. Yes, as PJ in my Twitch chat has pointed out. So every push board is effectively lose 5 in a way. It was 5 imps that you needed in order to make it. Not necessarily lose 5, but it's also just like your job is getting harder. You're running out of time. Catch up. Quick. All right. The other table, 1 spade by East, which is particularly interesting. I believe it probably went a club, a spade, pass, 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 which is not an auction that you typically see. Will Genusar also decide to pass the 1 spade call? The answer is no. Very likely, Berkowitz is just going to bid 2... Okay, we're swinging. I see. We end up in 3 no trump. How does this go? Not well. We get 5 club losers off the top. So this is going to be worse. But I understand. It's not a crazy bid, given the circumstances. You got 6 spade tricks. Maybe your partner has 3. In combination with your queen of diamonds and 2 jacks, you've got partial stoppers. If your partner has partial stoppers as well, I think it's a completely reasonable thing to do in this particular situation. Unfortunately for Berkowitz, it does not work for him here. I know I personally would probably just bid 2 spades with the hand. Maybe that's an underbid. But I'm not particularly fond of my jacks and my queen. Jacob in my YouTube chat is saying 4 spades looks down 1 at least. You lose a diamond. You lose 2 clubs. You probably lose 2 hearts as well. You might be able to pitch a heart loser on a diamond. So I would expect it to be... It's certainly down 1. Very, very likely down 2. Not very, very likely. You can pretty much always. Jim Monday mentions, if Declare has King 10x in clubs, South needs to play the 8. So that you knock out the 10 and then you can force the queen. You play the queen, finessing the king in Declare's hand. So Lorenzini debating between the queen of clubs and the 8 of clubs here. If the 8 of clubs is played, Declare holds 6 spade tricks, a club trick, the diamond trick, and could possibly steal a heart trick. It still seems like it's going to go down 1, even if the 8 of clubs is played. You just don't have enough. Because very likely, Declare is just going to take the diamond finesse. But here comes the clubs. And you're already immediately down 1. You're going to lose a heart as well. Interesting that a spade was pitched. So, very good effort. Unfortunately, it is going to be somewhere around -5, -6 imps for Wolfson. Good morning to those of you who may have just been waking up. And now the set is tied and Wolfson is back to square 1. Right where they started at the beginning of the set. Down... down 55 imps. And it is not... It very much is not the same, though, because now you only have 9 boards to make up that 55 imp deficit. On to the next board. Maybe they're having a little break. So run rate's probably around 6 imps per board for Wolfson to be catching up. Yeah. We've got a break going on. All right, we've got cards. Here we go. 4 spades by South +2. So it was not, the pushy slam was not was not jumped to by Team Wolfson at the other table, which is understandable. It is on 2 finesses. Fortunately for those who are in slam, it just makes because both finesses work. But we've got a 1 spade, 2 spades, which probably is invitational values or better. 4 card spade support or something like that is generally what this 2-no trump is. And South bids 4. Now it is a little bit unusual as Basis does only have 3, but as described by Al Hollander, 2-no equals 3+ card fit invitational to a bad FG, whatever that means. So it's kind of like a cubid. Maybe it is not particularly unlimited, though, as a cubid might be. But here, Declare here is just going to take both finesses, see that they work, and say, "Aw, man. We missed slam, I guess, partner. It's not a slam I want to be in, but slam does make." Now, curious about opinions of other people, but if you know that the opponents are going to be swinging, do you, I mean, of course you shouldn't get nervous, but in your internal calculator, would you think of this as a potential imp swing out, even though the slam itself is not particularly good? You just know that it makes and that your opponents could possibly be there because of the swings that they might be taking. Now, even more importantly here, there is a very important card in North's hand. Yes, it's a 21-point slam. You go for it, right? There was a claim. I think it was quite clear that Lorenzini was going for the beer card. So I believe that Basis is probably going to owe Lorenzini a beer at the end of the set. Now, 1-no trump by South +2 at the other table. Not a good score for Wolfson to be seeing right now. Although Ginosar and Borkowitz do have a heart fit here and a diamond fit. Ginosar decides to pass. They don't, maybe they are opting not to double with a suit like this or a hand like this. I'm not sure necessarily. Sure what their methods are, but I know I personally would try to take a call if I had the opportunity to make a double here, showing 5 of a minor, 4 of a major. 5+ of a minor, I guess. So we bid 2 hearts, transfer to spades. And Lorenzini is probably not completely sure of their range, but this could be a maximum. Might bid 3 spades here, showing this kind of fit. And now Ginosar making a takeout double. And Berkowitz here has to make a decision on bidding 4 hearts, 4 diamonds, or 3-no trump. Probably is going to opt for 4 hearts because that's a game as opposed to 4 diamonds, even though 4 diamonds is probably a little bit more comfortable in terms of fit, although it isn't completely guaranteed. We see a redouble from North, thinking that West might be getting a little bit antsy here. We see a 4 hearts bid from Berkowitz. Are we going to see a double? Declarer might be able to make this on the split of everything. We see a 4 spades call from South. And this is going to make, I believe, no, it's, you've got roughs. And you have limited entries to the North hand in order to take this spade finesse. You only have the diamond. So Berkowitz here might be looking for a double card. He might need to do it. I think even on a non-club lead, this is just down. As well. No, Berkowitz going in with a 5 diamonds call. Now, this is a better contract than 4 hearts is, I think. This can make. Berkowitz seeing something that none of myself nor my chat on YouTube and Twitch have seen. But yes, 5 diamonds works out great here for Berkowitz and Genosar. As long as no roughs and hearts occur. The question is, do you have enough timing to rough your spade losers, as asked by PJ in my Twitch chat? Oh my. Oh my. Is this going to get past? Basis finds a double. And now this is interesting. This is exciting, interesting, beautiful. Very exciting bridge. Now Lorenzini has to find a lead. Yeah. Comments in chat of saying, should have sent it back. Rewind it. Yeah, no, I'm going to make this. Get a club lead. Doesn't help or hurt Declare necessarily. Also important to note that the club does happen to set up here. You could just do a pure dummy reversal. I think that your cross rough actually is just going to be good enough. You're going to have to cash some hearts, though, which actually works out for you. The queen does fall. So what are we expecting here? If we give Declarer 2 hearts, a club, and 9 diamonds, that's 11. Because if you rough 2 clubs, they aren't going to be able to over rough. If you rough 2 spades, you're not going to be able to over rough. And after that, you'd pretty much just have high trump. So we're just going for a cross rough at this point. Main concern for Declarer is that hearts might get pitched. By the defense, disallowing you from your heart tricks. Goes for heart. Finesses it. Which is a good guess for Berkowitz here, as Lorenzini did open one no trump. Ruff's high, which doesn't actually hurt Declare necessarily. The layout of the cards. You would probably expect one more heart to be cashing unless for some reason South has 4 hearts and 5 spades and decided to open one no trump. So I think it's quite confident off of the bidding. Well, actually, you don't know that they have 5 spades. You don't know that they have 5 spades. South could easily still have 4 hearts from East's perspective. It's very unlikely, though. You would probably expect the hearts to split 3-2. How often does North have a 6 spade? Probably fairly frequently. Could be a 6-4. It could be a 5-5. Either or. I guess it could be a little bit limited because there's many times where you might just do a Texas transfer despite not having the values for game on your own. Berkowitz contemplating. So we do a heart. We get another. Gonna do another club. Now, here's the problem. King of diamonds, Ruff. Heart. If Basis finds the king of diamonds play, which is not easy because Berkowitz could have the ace of diamonds. I think you've come at the perfect time, Kenny Fa, I must say. This is a momentous moment right here. Clearing trump. You're going to have an extra spade loser. And also, you don't know it splits 2-2, Jacob. But Basis has to find a really difficult play here. Admittedly, this is not easy. Throwing in the king of diamonds is a very spooky play, but might be able to calculate through high card points that Lorenzini holds the ace of diamonds, as Lorenzini can't hold the king of hearts. I know, I understand that, PJ. I'm just saying that this is not an easy play. If you play the king and it's wrong, you're going to look like a fool. But I think what Basis is working out is the high card points at this point, trying to determine whether or not his partner holds the ace of diamonds. And if Lorenzini holds the ace of diamonds, the king of diamonds is the correct play. Return a heart. Because you know that Lorenzini is going to be roughing that. So this is not, once again, not easy. But if Basis finds it, Who thinks he's going to find it? I know Jim Monday does. I think PJ is advocating that Basis might find it. No! Does not find the King of Diamonds play. So now, what does this mean for Declarer? Exits a diamond now. King. And now the heart doesn't work because the Ace of Diamonds is a natural trick. Spade. And now Declarer can just cross-ruff at this point. And he's made it. Well, actually, no. No. Not true. Needs to knock out one more diamond, but your hearts are good. Oh, your club is also good. So as long as you maintain the entry with the 9 of hearts, and I guess you're going to have another trump, Declarer can just knock out this last diamond. But there's also the problem. There's also the problem that diamonds could be splitting 3-1. And if you exit a diamond, it goes ace, a spade get exited, then the opponent's trump is now high. But if, let's say, Lorenzini has ace in another, can you still make this at all? I don't think you can. You play a club to the jack. You play a spade, you ruff it. You play a heart to the king. And then they ruff and then play the ace of diamonds and then cash spades. So, yeah, no, I don't... You have to... Oh, no. Well, as this turns out, it's actually fine, I think. But if North held... Well, if North held the ace-king doubleton of diamonds, then it would be a lot more clear for North. So, yeah, I think Berkowitz has worked out that Lorenzini has to have the ace-singleton of diamonds at this point. Oh, wait, you can just play the club and knock out that ace. Now, this is fancy. Yeah. Berkowitz is making this. What's the weight, Jacob? After South's hesitance here, Berkowitz will certainly know to play a diamond. Exits the diamond. Ace of spades rough, 9 of hearts. So 14 imps to Wolfson. Now only a 41 imp deficit. Can they clear it over 7 boards? 3 no trumps by Wet, 3 clubs by West, down 2. Which is a very normal result. Will it be replicated here? We have a calculation of 6 imps aboard is required. Berkowitz passes. One no trump from Lorenzini. Probably a 2 clubs call from Genasar, but also might get a little bit excited and bid 3 clubs. Partner does not have to have nothing for his pass. Unfortunately, Berkowitz does have nothing in the context of everything here. Berkowitz actually ends up probably preferring to be defending 1 no trump, as he knows the spades are not coming in. But Genasar comes in with a 2 diamonds, which is a reverse values probably. Yes, East has 2 card support, which is not particularly great, but yeah, they end up in 3 clubs. And we're starting out with hearts. It's going to be fine for the defense. Eventually, the defense is probably going to end up getting a bunch of diamond tricks. We'll see if Genasar is able to play this better than the other side. And John Burns, this is the Vanderbilt. This is one of the biggest events in the entirety of the United States, and these are the final 2 teams out of the 55 that entered. That's what this Vanderbilt is all about, if you didn't already know. I assume that's what your comment is about. What is this Theodore Roosevelt thing going on here? So, yeah, that's what we're watching. We've got the last 7 boards going on. Wolfson versus Fleischer. So all of Declare's trump are now drawn. The roughing in diamonds is not going to occur. However, if Genasar guesses to play a low diamond, knocking out that ace, they're going to be just down 1 as opposed to down 2. Oh, wait, no, they're still down 2. Ace, 9 of diamonds, 7, 7. Yep. So it's down 2. It's been replicated. So not a good sign for the comeback, but it's not an extra deficit to make up. Now, let's see what happens on the next 6 boards. Run rate is 7 imps now. Thank you for all these comments, PJ. Oh boy. This one is going to be hard to beat, as it is 5 diamonds by East, doubled +1 for Team Fleischer. Oh my goodness. The best way to beat that score is to be in 6 diamonds for Berkowitz and Genasar. Yeah, 6 diamonds off 2 key cards. What you laughing at? They're crashing, clearly. You play 2 spades opening as 5 spades, 5 of a minor. Interesting. Haven't seen that treatment. I know 5 spades, 4 plus of a minor. Weak. Yes, West holds the singleton king of spades, which is not great in terms of transportation. We see a 1 diamond, 5 diamonds bid. And is Lorenzini gonna double here? He holds the ace. It's vulnerable. He's got so many kings, and he just passes. I think, yeah, it's completely fair. So this is going to be imps out for Team Fleischer, for Team Wolfson. So Team Fleischer going to, the run rate might now be somewhere around 10 imps. Lose 7 or so. They were supposed to gain 7, not lose 7, PJ. Ah! Instructions unclear. Fair. Just a 7 no trump redoubled down 13 swing and they're back. Yeah, that's true. Not so easy to get one of those though. 8 imps to Fleischer. Now down by 49 imps. Oh boy, they're saving a lot of fun boards for the end here. 5 clubs by West doubled, down 3. Could be a good board if somehow Lorenzini and if Ginosar and Berkowitz manage to stay out of the bad club sacrifice. See a 1 diamond call from Lorenzini. 4 clubs from West. Double from Bassis. Showing both majors, very likely. Pass from Berkowitz, maybe? Could also see a 5 clubs call from Berkowitz. In which case, we would see another push, and the victory seems very, very difficult. Oh, Berkowitz passes. 4 hearts from Lorenzini. Ginosar passes. Pass. And now Berkowitz thinking. Does he mind it? Is it a problem? 4 clubs doubled is game, John Burns. Yes. But 4 clubs would not do well. Ends up in 4 hearts. How does 4 hearts go? The diamond finesse is off. You've got a spade loser and you got 2 club losers. This might go down, which would be an excellent score for Team Wolfson. Keeping things very interesting. Yeah. Down 1 seems at the very least, it's possible that it could go down more if enough roughs are required, but I don't think that's going to happen. Turns out that north-south, they don't have mirrored distribution, but it practically is mirrored, unfortunately for them. You do have the problem of a 4-1 trump break when you've got a 4-4 fit. That's always a difficult thing to handle. We have a prediction that this could make, but you are going to need to have some magic in the diamond suit. Oh. Oh. Well, here, I see what you're saying, PJ. Ace of diamonds, Jack of diamonds, finessing the queen, dropping the 10, setting up the 9. You can play the diamond for... You can play the diamond suit for no losers, but there's no indication that you should. Unless you have marked West for holding a 4-card diamond suit here. It just feels so much more natural to be finessing east for the diamond. Suggestion of a club exit. Yes. You know they have 8 clubs, but they don't have 8 clubs, which means they would have 8 clubs, 3 diamonds, 1 heart, 1 spade. So they would not be playing them for diamonds. They would not be playing them for 4 diamonds. Get your hand shapes right, PJ. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a club exit, Kenny Fa. In that case, it would be correct for Berkowitz to win another club, hopefully in their hand, as West winning would be end played, and exit a spade or a heart. Basis or Lorenzini is calculating. We're coming down. We are on the last 5 boards, so the intensity certainly is here. Oh, goodness. From... oh, yes. Let him think, PJ. You're funny. All right. Time's up, Lorenzini. What are you going to do? Imagine telling Lorenzini that your time's up. Not particularly fair. Okay, what can Declarer do here? I mean, exiting a club might be the most effective thing. The 9 of diamonds isn't gonna do anything, as Berkowitz can cover with the 10. Yeah, it's hard to see how they don't go down. The way that they don't go down is you cash 2 hearts. I mean, even that doesn't work. Yeah, even if you guess the diamond position, in which the correct line is to play the ace of diamonds and then finesse the jack. You play the jack, finessing the queen, pinning the 10. If they cover with the queen, the 10 falls and the 9 becomes high. You still have a diamond loser. So the best chance might be somehow end playing West into leading a diamond for you. Which could be diagnosed from uncareful play from Berkowitz and Ginosar. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that both times that clubs are played, Berkowitz is going to be winning them, as Ginosar does not want to be on lead. And Berkowitz is just going to exit hearts. I can't imagine them not going down. Agreed. Because like even if you do play the diamonds properly, you still have a diamond loser. And you can't play the third diamond because then you get roughed. It's just... nothing works. Now, what might be able to occur... No, Berkowitz just has heart exits. I mean, 10 of hearts to the king is a move, but it doesn't benefit you that well. Sure, you could draw trump, but what really is the bread and butter of this hand is figuring out what is going on in the diamond and spade suits. I think the most effective play for them might be to play a club, try to eliminate the club suit, and exit a low spade. Ooh, somebody is seeing a line where you're roughing a spade in hand. Yeah, that's also a possibility here. So trying to rough a spade in hand and guessing the diamond position actually would lead you to making this contract. So yeah. I see what you're saying here. If they figured out the diamond position, king of spades, spade, draw trump, win it in the hand, in north hand, rough a spade, ace of diamonds, jack of diamonds, but then you're end played into playing another diamond, so you still go down. Yeah, you're still down on that line, as it turns out, I think. The line I'm thinking about is end playing Berkowitz. Club, heart exit, club, heart exit. Oh. Okay, going for the king of spades line. And I think... Queen. PJ, you are amazing. You came back as soon as they played a card. That's amazing. So we have... I expect that Berkowitz is going to exit a heart. If Berkowitz doesn't exit a heart, Declare has a chance at making this. There's the heart exit, and this should be down 1, I believe. You rough the spade. West is end played. Not necessarily. If they win the first one and let East win the second one, West is not end played. And Declare is incorrectly guessing the diamonds either way. Genosar has to pitch a diamond. And Genosar has to play ace of clubs and a low club. They're just going for... They didn't have to pitch. They win the first club and then they exit the jack. They win the ace of clubs and then they exit the jack and then they're not end played anymore. So down one, which is a 900 imp swing, 900 point swing. 14 imps for Wolfson. Declare actually going down 2 in the end there because they never got their diamond trick. Right? And Wolfson now... Think long, think wrong. Right? Well, I didn't see anything else for Declare to do. That was the line I would have taken at that point, I think. Run rate is 9 imps aboard. That's tough, as they are at about a deficit of, what is it, 40? Is it 45? Yeah, that's difficult. But not impossible. 1 no trump from south, 2 clubs, 35. Oh, I just can't math. 4 boards. Yeah, 35. Yeah. 1 no trump. Yep, 35. Thanks, John. 1 no trump, 2 clubs showing both majors. North-south at the other table, taking a sack in 5 diamonds, doubled down 2. I feel like this one is more likely to be replicated. But if Berkowitz and Genosar are allowed to stay in 4 hearts... Good evening, Ewan. Well, the 4 hearts contract went down, and now it's a 35 imp deficit now. So the question here is, are we going to be seeing replication or are we not? Can 4 hearts be reached? 4 spades be reached? Looks like 4 spades makes. 4 hearts less so, as a heart ruff, as a spade ruff could happen. Oh, sorry to hear that you didn't qualify for day 2 of the Jacoby Ewan. Yeah, that's tough. It's a tough event too. Who was your team? 4 diamonds from East, saying kind of like pick a major and go to game. I presume it means go to game, pick a major. Yeah, that's not a place that you would want to find yourself in, Ewan. Sit down, match 8, needing a good win. Find yourself facing Pepsi and Burris. Yeah, that's a yikes. Those are big wins. What happened the last 2? that's brutal. So close. Dang. Genasar saying, take your pick. Berkowitz choosing hearts with the better heart suit quality. Which also happens to right side this contract. Lorenzini would have to find the ace of spades and another spade lead to get this heart rough, which is not easy. So an amazing pass by Genasar, psychic here. North has to decide whether to bid 5 diamonds or not. And how bad does 4 diamonds go? 5 diamonds. You lose 3 clubs. Bids 5 clubs, offering as a place to play. But of course, South is going to run back to diamonds. Yes, I have been told that I resemble the Jacksonville Jaguar quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. Yes, I have been told that, Kevin. 5 clubs isn't that funny. It's just saying, partner, I want to sacrifice. Choose between clubs and diamonds. Sorry. Sorry if you can't unsee that now. But 5 diamonds doubled. Down 2 at the other table, but I suspect it's probably going to be worse here. Oh, maybe not. Can't get enough roughs. No, it's just going to be down 2. Got 2 clubs off the top, club rough, heart. That's it. That's all she wrote. So another push board, not a good sign for Team Wolfson. More insurance for Fleischer. Find the hearts. We find a heart switch, which is actually going to lead this to being down less. Unless West plays low, which he can't actually. Sorry, the king is covered. So unfortunately for Berkowitz and Lorenzini, this is going to even be imps out. After this board, we have 3 more boards to play. David M. Oh, true, you do still have 2 clubs to lose. Good point, PJ. I'm like, you don't need the... Silly me, you don't need the rough. You can't avoid the club losers. And Berkowitz just taking his insurance and cashing as many hearts as he possibly can. I'm a fool. I understand. So push. All right. 3 more boards. What's the run rate, PJ? Something like 12 imps? Yeah, something like 12 imps per board in order to catch up here. It's not impossible. But this is going to be a hard board to score 12 imps on. I don't think it's going to happen. Is there any play for 6-no trump here? there any chance for 6-no? You get, let's say, 3 club tricks, 2 heart tricks, 4 spade tricks. Yeah, I don't see it. There's no way. I think that Wolfson just might be out of it here. Unless North-South feel like going for another sacrifice. Yeah, 2 clubs opening, 2 diamonds rebid, or 2 diamonds response. And Genosar might here bid 3-no trump, or might go for Kokish. So 3-no trump. And Berkowitz probably doesn't see anything further to do. Seeing enough swingy boards here, maybe he's just going to stay low instead of going further, but like any reasonable person would just stay low, I think. The question would be, do we try to find a 4-4 fit with partner? Is 4 clubs here Stamen, or is it Gerber? Berkowitz probably looking at any excuse to go further, but I think the main thing he's considering is, do I stay in 3-no trump, or do I look for a 4-4 fit? You guys, this is so intense! Ah! Does 6 spades make? Good question. You always have a diamond loser and a heart loser. I don't... No, six spades does not make. Even if you guess to finesse the club. Opts to pass 3-no. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's any slam anywhere, which is what I was searching for Team Wolfson. Probably to play, Daniel. That's a good question. It does make if the ops concede. That is a good point, Kenny. Yeah, so we're in 3-0. It's going to go diamond, king, ace. And Declarer is going to probably know that they're going to be making this. They have 3 spade tricks, they have 2 heart tricks, they have 2 club tricks, and they have a diamond trick. And they can just set up another diamond for their final trick that they require. As I said, Venusaur just exits another diamond, spots the last trick that he needs, and here it comes. Gonna lose the Jack of Diamonds, the Queen of Diamonds, nothing else for Declare to lose here. And they're going to get a bonus spade in the end, as the spades do split 3-3. Declare are probably happy to see this spade pitch. Opponents cursing the fact that the 10-9-8 of diamonds showed up in the dummy, and the king happened to be singleton. But hey, alas, that's how things go sometimes. There's the Queen of Diamonds. Try to set up another diamond, I believe is what Basis is trying to do. Just power it through. It doesn't give anything, Declare anything extra, because this is what Declare was looking for. And where else are you getting your tricks? I think Basis knows that there is nothing here else for the defense. All right. So Declare is going to cash out at this point, cashing an extra spade as the spades do split 3-3. Pitching a heart, cashing the ace-king to see if the queen drops. And then going to be cashing the 3 spades to see if they split 3-3. And if not, he's maintaining the ability to do the club finesse at the very end. Heart, queen does not drop, unfortunately for Declare. Boo-hoo. I don't think this happened. I mean, I guess if Venusaur actually did this, then you get the ace-king of clubs dropping the queen and the jack dropping the 10. So Venusaur ends up being fine. Now you just get 4 clubs. Not sure if Venusaur know that this was happening. In the end, push board. And now we have 2 more boards remaining. 35 imps to pick up. 2 hearts by North, down 3. Vulnerable. That is not a good sign for Team Wolfson. I think at this point we kind of can say that it is quite likely, almost impossible, for Wolfson to win at this point. So Fleischer see a 1-no trump balancing. So no matter what happens here at this point, this is going to be a good board for Team Fleischer. And then it'll be outside of the realm of possibility. So congratulations to Team Fleischer for the victory, but we are going to finish off by watching the rest of the game. Because bridge is fun to watch. And for all they know, it still could be a game. So they're going to still be trying their best on the last board and see if we can learn anything else. I appreciate that, PJ. And I respect doing non-bridge for a bit. It has been a lot of bridge, but we do love bridge. So keep on coming back. Have a great rest of your time, and thank you for joining me in the stream. Heart Queen. North hand is probably going to pick up 2 more hearts at some point. I don't see a way that Declare can avoid letting North in. But in the end here, West is going to be getting a heart trick, a club trick, a diamond trick, 3 spade tricks, which is 6. But where is his 7th coming from? I don't see a 7th trick for Declarer here. The best opportunity Declarer has is squeezing the South hand. South does not want to pitch spades. South does not want to pitch clubs. So if South makes enough pitches, the 7th club trick could end up coming from, I guess, diamonds, clubs, or spades, depending on what pitches we see. But Lorenzini here is going to have to think for a long time to figure out what the best pitches are. Unfortunately for Lorenzini, he is end played having all of these 10s. If you pitch a spade, then the spades will set up. If you pitch a club, now your 10 drops. I think club might actually be the most effective pitch, though. The line, no, it's still not enough, I don't think. So the club is probably, in the end, the best pitch. You can also pitch a diamond safely. So a diamond pitch and a club pitch are both safe in the end, I think, is what I've determined. But it's not so... But that is me looking at a double dummy. Lorenzini has no clue. Well, Lorenzini doesn't have no clue. Lorenzini does not have the info that I have. Lorenzini does not know Declarer's hand nor North's hand, right? 10 of clubs pitch, though, is not it. 10 of clubs allows for Declarer to set up clubs, but opting to not go for this line, the last chance now is to play a club at this point, and he did not. Diamond, probably to the 9. Oh, also, there's this. Yeah, it wasn't even... Yeah, the point was saying, I guess he doesn't like clubs. He wants something else led. But now Declare can play a club to the ace and then finesse the diamond. For his 7th trick. So Basis would do well to exit a low club here. Declare is going to go up with the ace. Actually, Declare is... Wait, no, Declare is not going to duck because then they would cash the 10 of spades. But then West would be end played. Declare at this point just needs West to hold the queen of diamonds. Exit a low club and have the king with a bunch. Yeah. I think that exiting a low club is probably the best. But in the end, Declare is going to lose a club and a diamond. I was thinking that maybe if Declare ducked a club, then South gets squeezed out of their diamond. But if Declare ducks, then South wins the Queen of Spades, Queen of Clubs, and then exits the Ten of Spades, winning that trick as well. So there's no way for Declare to make an over trick at this point, unless North decides to lead a diamond, and even then, I don't think you can. But a low diamond by Basis basically just makes Declare's life easier. So we see 5 imps to Fleischer, and at this point, it is just simply impossible. It is not possible to catch up, as there is a 40 imp deficit, and you cannot score 40 imps on one board. So 5 hearts by East made. The question is going to be, will they make it to the bad slam that exists, as the King of Hearts is offside and the Ace of Diamonds is just cashing? So I'm actually kind of curious to see how this happened. It could be possible that the East hand snuck a diamond by the Lorenzini hand. Thanks for being in here, Kenny. Appreciate you. Glad you joined us for the first segment and the final. Got to see the end. It was an intense match. Fun to watch. And yeah, appreciate you being here. 2 hearts, 4 hearts. And I believe that Berkowitz is just going to probably just bid for no trump. Partner's game forced, and you hold a lot of bullets here. You hold so many good cards. But in the end, they're going to see that they're off 2 key cards, and they're going to stop in 5 hearts. 5 clubs, saying 1 or 4. And yeah, Berkowitz just going to stay low. Berkowitz ends up bidding 5 hearts. There was a chance that might just throw out 6. Showing confidence, maybe scaring the opponents a little bit. But Berkowitz is just going to make this contract. All you have to lose is a diamond and a heart, and that is the purest form. There is literally nothing else to do here. And that's going to be it. The end of the Vanderbilt. Congratulations to Team Fleischer for their victory. Team Fleischer feels like they're winning a lot of stuff lately. I very much appreciate your compliments, David. I don't go too deep into the analysis, but I like to keep things fun. All right, that's it. That was the last board, everyone. I'm going to head out. It has been wonderful being here, watching this outstanding bridge. And yeah, thank you, John Burns, Kevin, David M., Daniel, David Appleton, PJ, Ewan. We had so many people in chat, even the bots trying to sell their silly robots to promote my channel. I'm not going to buy that. Proquar, PJF, everyone was in here. Jacob was here pretty much the whole time. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. It was a very exciting event. And once again, congratulations to Team Fleischer on their victory. Have a great weekend. Oh, and John. Thank you, John. All right. Bye, everyone. I will see you again soon. I actually have a live stream planned for tomorrow. I'm going to be playing Danny, who was commenting with me on quarter 2. So sometime tomorrow, I will be live again. So I will see you then. Bye.